Welcome to the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast, brought to you by the Mortgage Marketing Analyst. I'm your host, Frank Garay, here with Chris Johnstone. Hi, Chris. How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. I wanted to do this podcast because you informed us on Breakfast Club. Oh, gosh, probably a month ago now, I think, something like that. That you have recently been certified by Claude. I believe it was Claude, right?
Yes.
At a
Yeah.
level that in the world, only about 10,000 people have been certified at this level worldwide. Am I
I
right?
think I think maybe 100,000. Zeros don't matter.
Yeah.
It's something like that. But if you
But
look
even that number worldwide ain't a lot of people. And
at a global pool of nerds, it's up there.
yes, and the exciting thing about it is now, of course, you're going to fill everybody in on this, but is that Claude with its different facets, its co-work, etc., is literally in a position to run a business like a CEO, kind of like a co-CEO, if you will, and deploy processes automatically. And for the sake of, you know, people getting why this is so important is, and you're going to tie this all together, is not only can this just make your company way more efficient, right? But also can get your company recognized within the AI search world, right? As a company, as a go-to company for people that are looking to do business with you. But the fact that you can set up an entire company like this now and you're certified to do it, I just think is unbelievable and amazing. Tell us what it all means. Like, what is this certification and you know, how can it help? How does it help, Chris? If a
So
company wanted you to come in and say, just look at everything, Chris, and just help us out. Just AI us all out, do it the right way, set it up properly so it's all doing what it's supposed to do. How does it help?
so this is the evolution of AI in our society. So we're going through this growth phase. So the official title is a Claude certified architect, or engineer, sorry, Claude certified engineer. And you've got to go through and actually understand how AI works and all of the different facets that are being built into AI. And it's an ongoing training, and we get recertified every 6 months, and there's a big thing that goes along with it. And what I learned and took away, the main takeaway that I got is we've just moved to a place where these AI large language models have surpassed just like overall intelligence of human beings. The ability to take a look at the things that we do in the mortgage business, data, analytics, workflows, communication. It's really good at all that stuff. And the large language models, ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, whatever it is, they used to be in these silos where you would have to go and you would have to use it and then take what it put out and then send the email to the client or take the data that you had, put it into the AI, and then work with it in the AI.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now there are connectors. And what that allows you to do is to take AI and connect it to all of your data, all of your systems, all your processes, all your CRMs, everything can be connected to this one brain. And as soon as you do that, there's this thing that happens that's really hard to conceptualize until you actually see the AI do the work. But I'll give you an example from our business. So, um, we had a lead that came in the other day. Lead comes into the system, and we've now installed Claude inside our CRM, but it also connects to all of these other tools that we have. So this lead comes in, and we're about to follow up with the lead, and then Claude pops into our Slack chat and says, "Hey, I noticed that this customer was on this product back then, and there's a note on their file when they left that they said they were coming back because they loved this feature." And then it understood the member of our team that was going to have the conversation with that person, and it sent them a DM on Slack saying, "Hey, don't forget 2.5 years ago on a note from somebody in your CRM, this was a talking point. Make sure you bring that up with that client." Not only that, it knew what product they were on, how long they'd been on it. It was unbelievable to see. All I had to do was connect the data, And by having the data connected, the AI was able to put together this thread of things that we never even thought for it to do. It just did it on its own.
Wow.
So connectors change mortgage companies because if you look at the journey of a customer, I mean, this is the year of servicing companies doing these massive mergers and acquisitions and data buys, basically.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of people that believe that that is for client retention, but arguably you could say that the data of the journey of that purchase is just as important as the client data itself.
Mm,
Because when you understand that you give that data to artificial intelligence and it's able to pathway out all of the other purchases that this person's going to make in their lifetime and go through that journey with them, you realize there's a much larger scope to what we do in the mortgage business that these companies have access to. And so, sorry, I'm going a little fast. We doing
no, you're
okay?
no, keep go, go. This is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you look at running an ad to a specific person, let's call it a first-time home buyer, right? Or running a database marketing campaign to somebody who was a lead that didn't close, or that is a customer that's identified by, hey, they just did a credit pull. We need to reach out to this person. Well, the AI is smart enough to look at the customer journey, look who that person is, look what notes are inside the CRM, and custom tailor a message to that person, and then run a targeted Facebook ad to target those demographics of people in your database. When that person comes in and fills out a lead form, it's smart enough to actually book that person with the right person in your organization to talk to them. But if you're a regular loan officer, they all get booked with you. But then it's smart enough to give you notes as you show up on the meeting to say, hey, this is Frank. You met with Frank 9 months ago about a refinance. They didn't refinance at this time, but here's all the information that you got from that. His kid was in the baseball tournament. This is the realtor that originally referred them. Here's all your notes that you need for your call. Awesome. Great. Fill out the application. Well, then the AI can look at the underwriting journey. Already have all the information from previous to package it into that. Then you fund the loan. It goes into, well, I shouldn't say fund the loan because it goes through underwriting. The underwriting process is smart and intelligent. Then the funding process and everything in the back end. The AI, when you have Claude connected to all of those data points through connectors, it understands the entire journey for the entire lifetime of every customer and every loan officer in the entire organization. Like we have a system in our business, Frank, right now that's running off these things that I've learned how to build on Claude, where every time we have a Zoom meeting with somebody and that recording goes in, Zoom goes in 3 times a day, reads the transcripts from all the calls, and then customizes individual follow-up for every single person that's been in those meetings. If I say to one of our team members on our team, hey, Bob, don't forget that you need to do XYZ by XYZ date, the AI is smart enough to read that out of the transcript, put together an email, and in the CRM, schedule a reminder for that employee to do that task on that time. And I don't have to do anything.
Dude, it's this connectivity that's really driving this whole thing now. It's
Absolutely.
it's allowing this superhuman beyond superhuman brain um, to connect to everything in the business and make use of all those things in such a way that it's like a supercomputer running the business, and it's all connected to everything it needs to run it properly. Like you said, when we started, it was, oh, I've got some data. I'm going to put it in, get some sort of an output, then take that output and put it somewhere else, and then do something with that. This is eliminating that. This is, I got the data. I know what to do with it, and I'm going to just go ahead and take care of the things that need to get taken care of based on that data. This is the kind of thing where, so essentially, Chris, if you were going to go into a mortgage company and get this all going, right, get everything
Mhm.
going, um, there would be like a dedicated computer, right? That's like on 24/7 seriously, right? Like on 24/7 running Claude, right? That's connected to everything. So that thing is just running. It's going. Nothing gets missed at all. And the other really cool thing about this is that not only can it handle all these, what you just described, all those things, but it can also deploy a marketing program, right? Like it can deploy marketing. Like I want to make sure that the company has blog posts going out, content going out. I want it to be Google findable. I want it to be ultimately I want anybody that's in searching for something on AI to know that if they're looking for anything that applies to my business, that I show up in the recommendation, right? So it can not only do, because some people I think are using AI just for that, right? Just to go, I want to market something. Give me an image that I can post on Facebook. But
Right.
what you're saying is, as this Claude engineer, certified engineer, is you can help a company get everything connected, and that Claude can know exactly what it's doing, not only with inbound lead activity or it making sure tasks are scheduled and all that thing for everybody, but also it's thinking, well, it's the first Monday of the month, which means this has to happen out in the marketing world, and this has to happen on Fridays, and this has to happen, and it does it. It
Yep.
just does it.
It's crazy.
It's
So
insane.
let me give you a great example that's really tangible for somebody listening. Like I know there's a lot of really crazy tools, but at the end of the day, we want a customer to come in and we want to generate a transaction and close a loan. So our our company and the reason why we started on this journey to get certified um, as AI engineers was to understand the AI so that we could feed our customers' data into it to get the AI to recommend our mortgage customers. So somebody goes to ChatGPT and says, I'm looking for a VA loan in Phoenix. What mortgage lender should I call? ChatGPT responds back with a lender. We make mortgage loan officers that person, right? That's what this is all about. And in order to do that, you have to prove to the AI that you are the expert on that loan type in that market. And we've evolved from SEO, which is like kind of tricking or gaming Google through like backlinks and content and articles that nobody reads and all this stuff. It was like a game of SEO companies competing against SEO companies to see who would show up in the Mac placement. AI is way smarter than that. Like way smarter than that. So there's no more shenanigans.
Mm.
It's like it's our number one core value of our company, Frank, at Connection Incorporated, is be cool, no shenanigans. And so I know, kind of weird. You should hear the other six. But anyways, so when we look at how do we make that loan officer recommended by the AI, they have to be the expert in that specific loan product that that customer is looking for. So we'll take the example of somebody who's self-employed. Um, or we could do some commercial stuff. Pick a topic, pick a product.
Uh, let's say bridge loans, right? Bridge loans,
Okay.
investor bridge loans.
Investor bridge loans.
Yeah,
So chances are you want to go after that loan. You specialize in that. You've got some customers that you've helped with that, and you're talking to people who need bridge loans on a regular basis,
right.
right? So what we do is we ask for the information that you have on bridge loans, and we create a document inside of ChatGPT, which is called a knowledge base. And so we talked about connectors. The other half is you and your business and customizing AI so it does things the way that you like them done.
Right.
Frank, you would come to us and we would interview you for an hour and we would say, teach us everything that you know about bridge loans. Where do they come? Like everything.
Mm.
We record that, and then that recording gets taken by AI, turned into a document. We put it into a free ChatGPT account. Why free? Because that's where ChatGPT is scraping a lot of the knowledge from. It's like, I
Mm.
will get free AI, but I get all your data. It's like social media all over,
Mm. Mm.
right?
Smart. Mm.
So what we're doing then is we're saying, okay, this is Frank, this is his NMLS number, phone number, email, this is all of his websites, all of his local business directories, and he specializes in all these different loan product types, and here's this one on bridge loans. Then we set a task inside that ChatGPT account once it understands who you are and that you're the expert there. And we say, turn on once a week, scour the internet, and look at your own research in AI and come up with the most frequently asked questions that have come up this week about bridge loans. Include news, articles, new lending products, everything that you can find about this specific product type. That research comes back, and then we say, okay, great. We want to make all of the answers to these questions and help people with that. And so then the AI comes back and it writes a blog post. Now, that's where most people will stop, but we know we're not doing it to create the blog post. Like most people are just like, oh, hey, this can do my content. We understand that the AI learning from us is what makes us an expert. So we'll go to the AI and say, oh, well, actually, bridge loans in Phoenix don't work like that. They work like this. And when I'm speaking to my clients, I say it like this because people understand this better. Say it like this in the future. And we teach the AI. So at that point, it's almost like having a conversation with a referral partner, like a realtor, where you're like, hey, if you ever have a bridge loan that comes across your business, I'm the one that can help you that. And here's why. As soon as you prove to that real estate agent that you're the expert in bridge loans, they'll just send you all of their bridge loan referrals as they get them over their career, right? We hope. But realtors forget AI doesn't.
Mm,
Once you start this conversation and you teach it that you're the expert on bridge loans, it's like, oh, wow, Frank really knows his stuff. And here's the questions that consumers are going and asking ChatGPT about bridge loans. And now, whenever I need to serve an answer back to that customer, Frank has told me this is how you say it. This is the information I need. This is where I can sort information from. I'm going to recommend Frank for bridge loans. So you take that content, it's a blog, you tell ChatGPT, make this a Facebook post, make it an Instagram post, create the image that goes on my social media for me, put it on LinkedIn, give me a little video script so I can shoot a 45-minute reel or 45-second reel that goes on YouTube and all my social media. So in your local marketplace, you, Frank, can go and ask ChatGPT, who's the best mortgage lender that you recommend for bridge loans? It will pull up, hopefully you, but it might be a competitor. And at the bottom, it'll say sources. When you click on that sources button, it will actually show you all of the websites that it's gone and read in order to get that information. And the more information that you produce and put out there and put on your blog, on your socials, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Reddit, in Facebook groups, the AI sees all that, sees that you're the expert, and then recommends you to customers.
mm.
So, can I take it one step further?
Please do.
Okay. First off, if anybody's listening and they're like, I would like somebody to do that for me, you go to LOAI referrals with an S.com. LOAI referrals.com. Opt in. There's a great free training that shows you like on the screen how to do this stuff. And then you can book a call with a Claude certified AI engineer that will actually like from our team that will sit down, look at your business and show you how to implement AI effectively in
Mm,
your business. So LOAIreferrals.com, you can go get that there. So Frank, what I did after I took this Claude certification training was I set up Claude Cowork and I connected our Zoom account. And then I just said, hey, watch for conversations where I'm speaking to potential customers about insert in bridge loans. And then I said, taking what you know from Loan Officer Breakfast Club and story selling, I want you to write stories based on the meetings I have with my clients and turn them into my content and send them to me.
mm.
So once a day, the AI turns on and looks for stories to tell about our business out in the marketplace. take those, put them into ChatGPT. It finalizes the stories for me. I'm teaching ChatGPT that I'm the expert, that I'm helping clients and customers with it. And it's just another way to prove that we're the expert in the marketplace,
Awesome. Incredible.
right? The gap between an AI powered LO and somebody who's not leaning in on this technology is getting broader and broader as this stuff progresses.
I think the good news here is that um, it's accessible, right? You can do it. If you're a mortgage loan officer, you're a mortgage company, you can do it. Okay.
Yep.
You have to be, you have to learn how to do it or have someone to help you do it, but you can do it, right? This isn't something that's just set aside for gigantic corporations, right? This is usable, accessible, learnable, deployable from an individual loan officer to someone running a national IMB, right? Uh, and and the good news is you can help them all from you can help
Well,
them. Yeah, if you're running a mortgage company, a national mortgage company, right? Mortgage, independent mortgage banker, brokerage, large brokerage, small brokerage, small bank, credit union, whatever, right? You can help them. You can help them all with this. And I wanted to do this particular podcast, Chris, because I think this is wildly important for people in our industry, especially CEOs, company owners, um, to know that this is you can help them with this, and make a huge impact on and I'm does it cost a little bit of money? It does, but you'll be shocked at how reasonable it is to have Chris and his team come in and completely revolutionize your business and your company, deploying AI at its highest level, right? At least for today. That changes all the time. But the good news is because of the certifications that you guys have, you're updated every 6 months you have to get recertified. So you're on the cutting edge of everything all the time as it's rolling out. So I know you're helping your customers with that as well. So you literally be plugged into an organization that'll not only get you up and running at the highest level today, but will keep you up and running at the highest level as time goes by. So I really just want people to reach out to you. LOAI What if I own a company, Chris? What if I'm in 12 states and I want this deployed across? Is that the same link I go to? Is that the same place to go? Would that serve me well?
my email is Chris at Connection Incorporated, all spelled out.com. So
Okay.
Chris at incorporated.com. I'm on all the socials. Come find me. I'd love to have a conversation. But Frank, thank you for the kind words. I sincerely appreciate that.
Well, brother, I mean, I deploy in my limited way what you teach us every Friday. By the way, you want to every Friday on Loan Officer Breakfast Club is LOAI Friday, right? So just come on over to Loan Officer Breakfast Club every Friday and you'll learn so much from Chris. But based on just those get-togethers and deploying me and my team deploying what we can, and experimenting and doing things, man, it has just helped us so much. Um, we definitely want to get with your team and just deploy it all. I mean, we want to deploy it all. And I thought, man, other companies really need to know about this. Like everybody needs to know about this. And the good news is that you're here, you're in the industry, you're certified at the highest level to deploy these things. And I just wanted to make sure people knew. So if you're an individual loan officer, a small team, something like that, maybe a small brokerage, LOAIreferrals.com, or if you're bigger scale and you really want to deploy this out to your entire company, it's Chris at connectionincorporated.com. Connection Incorporated, right? .com.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if
I
you're
didn't have AI when I made the company name.
right.
That was 16 years ago.
Yeah. So what we'll do is if you're watching on YouTube, all that's in the description. So you can reach out to Chris in the description. If you're listening somewhere, just try to remember it. It's pretty easy. LOAI referrals.com or Chris at connectionincorporated.com is how you would reach out to Chris to get this going. So Chris, man, thanks so much for for
man.
doing what you do. Number one, for being who you are, and working so hard at this and making it accessible for everybody. Really appreciate all that, and of course for being on the show. Appreciate you for being on the podcast.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you, Frank.
All right. Well, good stuff, man. We'll catch up with you again here real soon. The next thing, as soon as the robot's out, we got to have that discussion.
You're 100%.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Yeah. So, at any rate, you guys have a great one. Really appreciate you being here. Chris, thank you so much. For the rest of you, tune in here as often as you can. Again, to the Mortgage Loan Officer podcast brought to you by the Mortgage Marketing Animals. We'll catch you guys later. See you. Bye bye.